Every villain has a backstory, an explanation as to why they became the villain that they are today. Not all stories can be sympathized with, especially when looking at all the bad the villain has done. In the 2019 movie Joker, the main character Arthur Fleck goes through a transformation from being known as Arthur Fleck to being known as the Joker, the villain of Gotham. Although Arthur Fleck became the well-known villain of Gotham, the movie serves as a purpose to explain why and how he became the Joker. We're first introduced to him as Arthur Fleck in the beginning while he's at work. Arthur is a clown, which means his job is to make people laugh and to make them happy. His transformation began when the funding for his therapy sessions shut down. Arthur suffers from multiple mental disorders and struggles with the idea of happiness, but his infamous laughing disorder is what he's later known by. Arthur's transformation really picks up after his coworker gives him a gun as means to protect himself after being beat up by a group of younger boys. Being that society has already acknowledged that mental health isn't that important, when they cut the funding for the department that supplies him with therapy and his medication, Arthur's mental health slowly goes on a decline. With that, Arthur finally realizes that society just doesn't care about him or his mental health, especially after seeing his idol Murray Franklin on The Murray Show, laughing at him because of the way that he is. After being beat up in the subway by a group of younger men, Arthur decides to take things into his own hands and manages to kill the 3 young men. Immediately after, Arthur's dynamic changed from being known as Arthur Fleck to his new persona, the Joker. Not only does Arthur manage to change, but society around him changes too, as they take a stand with him by translating his act of violence in the subway station as a way of standing up to the inequality of the social construct that is within Gotham. And in doing so, without realizing it, Joker has managed to rally up a massive amount of supporters for a movement he didn't even know he started or had intentions of starting. To be unsympathetic to Joker's circumstances wouldn't necessarily be right. Arthur Fleck was a man with mental health problems who was ignored by society and neglected, treated as if he was a burden, and instead of being helped, they did nothing. So you can't necessarily blame him for the actions that followed through.